Well, hello, good morning everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I hope you guys are doing fantastic out there. In this video today, we're going to talk about a pocket hole jig that I picked up from VEVOR. So let's go ahead and open the package and see what is included in this package. Right here, pocket hole jig. Feel free to pause your screen if you want to read any of this information. I like that they put this in plastic so it doesn't get damaged. Very cool. And let's take a look here. We have some fillers. So after you drill your holes and you put your screws in, you can drive these little fillers in and they'll fill the gap. So very cool. You can see that everything is packaged very well. Here is a dust extraction port that can be installed on the pocket hole jig. So very cool. And we have some screws that we can put together like our very first projects that we're going to do with this jig. What else do we have here? We've got the jig itself. We have a drill bit and a Phillips bit with a locking collar that goes on the drill bit. So very cool that it includes all this stuff. Look at that pocket hole jig, and that thing is nice, very heavy duty. I like that it has these screws that are countersunk. You can bolt this down if you wanted to make this a permanent type mount, so I thought that was pretty cool. So you pull up on the lever, the jig comes back, and then you just clamp it down to whatever piece that you're going to be putting in there. And of course you can adjust this, so if you got larger stock, then you can adjust this down so that when you tighten it, it's going to be right where you need it. So very cool. You got the stainless steel drill guides, and let's take a look at these bits real quick. Let's just crack this open. You can see you have a collar here that will go around the drill bit so you can lock your drilling depth to whatever depth you want that to stay at. So I got it just about a 1/16 short. That way my drilling will stop about right there. I like this, very cool. So looking at that little number 2 bit, you can see that it has the little traction on it. Very cool. It's going to fit a standard impact or drill driver. Very nice. So I'm going to go ahead and get this set up for 1x material. I'll get it adjusted and then we'll drill some holes and see what's going on. Now there's another thing that I forgot to show you, and that's on this far side. We need to install these little brackets, and what these do is these raise and lower this depending on the thickness of material that you're going to be working with. But you can see that this thing is channeled out very nice. I mean, the build quality of this is very, very solid. I like how this is. And you got measurements on the side, you got graduation markers, so whatever thickness, this is in millimeters, and then if you flip it over, you've got it in inches. So you've got 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5 inches right here, so that is super cool. I really like the quality of this piece. So we're going to get some of this hardware and put this thing together. So there's the hardware that we have. These 2 small screws, I believe, are for the dust extraction. And then the rest of this hardware is for making this thing lock into position. Very cool. I'm digging that. So the dust extractor has these two screws. Put it on there like that. You got two holes. It's very simple. Just put one in there. There's the first one. And that's all there is to it. Okay, let's go ahead and set this jig up for standard 1x material. So this is 3/4 of an inch thick. We're going to just set that down there for now. You can see that I have this adjusted all the way in. So now I just come out to whatever thickness I need for this thing to lock in. There, that looks pretty close. Let's go in just a little bit. And we're almost there. That's a little bit tight. Let's go just a little more. I want something tight but not too tight. So that right there is the adjustment that I want for standard 1x material. In fact, I might go in just a hair more. Just something like that, because I don't want to mar up the wood. So I'll take a crescent wrench and I'll tighten this, and then we'll be in business. So now we are set for 1x material. Clamp that stuff in there and we will be good to go. We'll try it about right there and see how that goes. So now let's lock that piece in. I'm going to just leave it off of that first hole because I want to eyeball it and see how that's going to look. So it looks like I need to go a little deeper with my drill bit for this particular setting. So we'll loosen that and then we'll back it off just a hair. We don't want the drill bit to be bottoming out. So that looks like a good drill bit placement right there. Okay, let's take a look. We'll set our piece right there. Lock that bad boy in, and we're going to drill the two holes. And then we will go to the other end, do the same thing on this other end here. Let's get it nice and flush. Lock that in. I like the way that locks in. It locks in nice and smooth. That guide works very well. So now we'll take our second piece and we're going to put some holes right in the middle. This will all make sense here in a second. Let's unlock. So now we have pieces that are ready to join together. So we'll have a total of 6 screws in this demonstration. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will be a solid piece of wood when we're finished. And for this demonstration, I'm just going to use standard 1¼ inch screws. We've got the bit installed into my little Makita here. We could run a bead of glue on here, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm just messing around in the shop out here, just showing the pocket hole jig. But if I was building something, I would definitely be using wood glue. Okay, let's go a little higher on the clutch. There, you can see it tighten it up really nice. Let's get this down here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's do the center ones. Not bad. Pocket hole jig did a good job, folks. It did a really good job. No problem at all. So in quick work, I was able to put these pieces together and make a really nice single piece of wood, just using these pocket holes. And these little pieces here, you can pack in them holes when you're done, but Honestly, I'm probably not going to use them on this mock-up here, but hopefully you get to see that this pocket hole jig does a really good job. I think it worked very well. So folks, that's all I have for you today. I just wanted to show you the VEVOR Pocket Hole Jig, how effective it works. I mean, it worked really good for what I'm doing. So hopefully you enjoyed this little demonstration. Hopefully you enjoyed this pocket hole jig setup. It's very easy to set up. Worked real well. Comes with everything you need. And I'll put a link in the description box down below in case there's anybody out there that might be interested in picking up a nice solid pocket hole jig. With all that being said, folks, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a beautiful day. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.